going in, I ain't running. I'ma come and tell you anyone can get to talk about it, cause I really live it. All the nights on the mission, no fear, no hope in my vision. Don't need no intervention. You wait down the ride, there ain't even no voice to come out, putting them out, and they all gonna be missing. Wonder why I'm still here, cause I'm doing on the daily. Act a fool if you met me, you try to be brave and step up, but your crew is too scary. Plus I'm too legendary. It's what we go hard for. I'm rocking your block, you want till you get knocked off. I'm taking your place, yeah, I'm making my property. Maybe a game that you probably deserve with your life for me. So it's only right for me. Annihilate them if they get my way of sight. And keep them up off of me. A weakness in you only make an appetite. Anytime I get into it, I be looking at them, looking pitiful in the condition that be critical. Nothing less than original. Plus the ones at the end of you. Who's next?
Finish him! Get over here!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Level Start Podcast, part of the Play Legit Network, your only source for gaming and real talk. I'm your host, T42. Well, guys, we're coming up on E3. It's a week from today, I believe. It starts next week. As of the airing of this, there's going to be a lot of things going on, a lot of news going on, so stay tuned for all the things from Play Legit, as we will be trying to do as much as we can to get you the E3 news that you all deserve. But before we get into some of the E3 stuff, one of the things that I wanted to cover today is talk about old games and the people that are trying to keep them alive, especially in the close down of certain companies such as GameSpy. We've talked about GameSpy before shutting down, and I think it's really cool that there's a community of gamers out there that are trying to keep alive some of the games that have lost their developers or lost something to which they can no longer be able to play these games, you know, down the road because of GameSpy's shutdown. One of which is a big one, which is Halo for the PC, and a lot of these games are getting revitalized for the switchover from the community. You know, some people, some developers are still around to help out, but I think it's really fantastic that there's a community out there of gamers and game enthusiasts that are trying to keep these games alive because they still have a following, they still have a passion of people that are working and endeavoring to keep them alive and running for years to come because they're still good games. Some of them include Star Wars Battlefront 2, for example, and Star Wars Battlefront. Those games are a lot of fun. You know, they may not have necessarily stuck around long enough. I mean, they are making a Battlefront 3, but I think it's pretty cool that some of these games are getting some resurrection in order to stay alive for the coming years. Speaking of games, retro games, Steam's been having some of these games come out, which they're calling their extended editions or their remastered editions. They did it with Age of Empires, they did it with Age of Mythology, and their most recent one is Rise of Nations. Rise of Nations is getting an extended edition, and it's coming to Steam next month. Well, actually this month, June. So it's coming out in June. We got a little peek for you here, a little trailer release of Rise of Nations, the extended wow, tongue twister. Rise of Nations extended edition. Enjoy. Check this out. Alright guys, I don't know about you, but I'm excited for these re-releases, these reinvigorating of titles to get a newer generation of gamers into these great classic games in a new and exciting way. And speaking of new and exciting, E3, like I said, is coming up. We've got a lot going on. I think it's about time I turn this one over to KJ, as he's got some awesome stuff for us to look at today. So KJ, take it away. Show us what you got.
All right, KJ right here giving you my thoughts, my E3 thoughts, what I expect, what we need to come out of this year's conference. You know, if we're talking about cross-platform games, we've already had a bunch of announcements already. We know games are going to be sweet. We know that we can expect quite a bit from folks who are owning PS3, 360, Xbox One, Wii U, PS4, PC. But what about the exclusives? What about the Wii U exclusives? We need some serious announcements from Nintendo. Mario Kart 8 is absolutely a great way to pick things up. Take a look at my footage right now. That's all I've been playing. That's hot. That's a game that is probably going to stay in a lot of people's Wii U's for a while. But what about the rest of them? What else do we have on deck? Yes, Super Smash Bros. We know that. But what else is in the pipeline? Hyrule Warriors, something major. What about Xbox One? We know Sunset Overdrive is coming out in the fall. Quantum Theory got pushed back. But the biggest pushback to me that was a disappointment that may affect a console is PlayStation 4's The Order 1886. That was the game for me. When I looked at that, I said, man, this looks like reality. This thing looks amazing. Just looks fun too. Looks like a unique concept. That's getting delayed till next year. I understand, you got to put your little fine-tune and polish on it, make it look fresh, make it look right. I know what that's all about. But at the same time, you're waiting. So what Sony needs to do at this year's E3, I don't want to hear a lot about what's coming down the road, 2015, 2016. Y'all need to handle your business for the fall. Those of us who are buying systems not for a crossplay, they bought it because they want to play a next-gen exclusive or a next-gen title, just period. Just a solo, like a Batman Arkham Knight solo next-gen, not cross-gen. What are you guys going to do? There's been a long discussion, but it's all real. The order's not there anymore, Sony. I'm waiting to see what you guys are going to bring us this year, fall 2014, or winter. I mean, we'll give you winter too. We're polite. What is happening this year? You guys need to think about the present. Touch on the future. Do that. But the present is where we're at right now. Level start. PlayLegit.net. Real talk.
Alright, KJ, that was awesome, man. Thanks for all of that. We do have a Mario Kart 8 trailer. It's the new courses and items trailer. If you guys have not seen this came back out in April. So if you haven't seen it yet, here you go. I think Nintendo is definitely doing a lot to push forward. And to be honest with you, is the only console right now that is kind of interesting me with their title releases. As a lot of the games that are coming out for the consoles right now aren't really getting me excited like some of the Nintendo stuff is. So check out this Mario Kart 8 new courses and items trailer. Enjoy. Alright guys, what y'all think of that? I'm really excited for this game. I know a lot of us here at Play Legit have it. I have yet to get it. I'll probably, as of the recording, I have yet to get it, but by the time of the launch, I'll probably have it. I'm really excited for this game. I think it's a lot of fun. I know KJ, Mo Chocolate, some of these guys have it, and they've been playing it. I think we might even do a live stream of it at some point together as we get together and play. It's a lot of fun from what I've seen and from what I've heard from the crew. It's definitely something to keep your eyes out for as you're trying to find a game to play. And speaking of games that are coming out soon, you might have seen this one already, but I feel like it needs justice. This is kind of a Nintendo E3 heavy video. Let's look at The Legend of Zelda Hyrule Warriors. Check out this trailer because it makes me want to play it right now. Get it. Alright guys, I'm really excited for that game coming out. Both Mario Kart 8 and both Legend of Zelda, the Hyrule Warriors stuff, I think these are definitely going to be some next-gen games that Nintendo's been wanting to come out with for a while. And we've talked about this before. With any new console, it takes about a year for really good games to start coming out for them. And we're starting to see that now. Nintendo's been out for a little over a year, and they're finally starting to come out with more and more games. They're starting to get more game releases. And just like the PS4 and the Xbox One, it's going to take them a year for their exclusives to start coming out, or for their more exclusives to start coming out. You know, the new Halo's not going to be out until next year, well after. You know, it's supposed to be, I think, the fall of next year, so it's well after a year of its release. And same thing with Sony, with some of their releases are getting pushed back to next year. So I think Nintendo is doing fine. They are still on the lower end of the rungs of things, but I mean, let's be honest here. I think they're doing all right. They've got some great titles that are going to be starting to come out. They're pumping them out, and there's rumors of some new hardware even that'll really even start mixing some things up. But we won't know more until E3 starts. Alright guys, that's pretty much going to be our episode today. My expectations from E3 coming up will be somewhere along the lines of, I'm really looking forward to seeing what Nintendo is going to be pulling from E3. I'd really like to see their stuff, especially the Smash Brothers stuff, and any other stuff that they're doing, and all the non-major guys. Like, I'm really not too interested in what EA is going to be doing. I'm not too interested about Microsoft or Sony at this one. I don't, you know, really, that's not really what's exciting me. I want to see what else. I want to see all the other stuff, all the other cool stuff that's going to be coming out of E3, all the other cool announcements coming out of E3. I'd really like to see more of what all that's about, because there's so much more than just these big, huge, flashy shows to show you a couple of trailers of things that you're kind of like, oh, all right, well, we kind of knew that already, or kind of had an assumption of. So yeah guys, let us know what you're looking forward to at E3, this upcoming E3, in our comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to check out playlegit.net. We're on Twitter at playlegit. You guys can catch our live streams on twitch.tv/playlegit. We're always playing legit, guys, so that's what it is. Keeping it real, the realest show. You'll see, that's what it is. Alright guys, you take it easy, and until next week, stay on the lookout at playlegit.net for all of our E3 coverage and all those things going on there. So yeah, have fun, take it easy, see you later.